Turkey has its next Euro 2024 opponent defined. The Netherlands team, which defeated Romania 3-0, is in a duel for a place in the tournament's semi-finals, and the two teams will face each other next Saturday. Turkey beat Austria 2-1 this Tuesday in a match played at the Leipzig Arena. Defender Demiral scored 2 goals and put the Turks in the quarterfinals of the European Championship. Gregoritsch scored the Austrians' goal in the match. The Turks practically started with the victory on the scoreboard, as, 58 seconds into the first half, Demiral took advantage of a rebound in the small area and scored his and his team's first goal in the match. The stadium erupted in celebration, and the Turkish team looked more confident with the favorable opening score. Austria tried to seek a draw, but were unable to equalize the scenario in the first stage. Despite several attempts, the Turkish defense remained solid, preventing the Austrian advances. After the break, the Austrians returned to the game better, showing a more aggressive and offensive stance. They put pressure on the Turkish defense, creating several opportunities but failing to finish. However, they saw the mountain get even steeper 13 minutes into the second half, when Demiral, in a move of pure opportunism, scored for the second time and increased the Turks' lead on the scoreboard. From then on, Austria found itself in a desperate situation, trying in every way to close the gap. They made several substitutions in the hope of breathing new life into the attack, but the Turkish defense, led by Demiral himself, was determined to hold on to the result. The Turkish goalkeeper also made important saves, further frustrating the Austrians. After the second goal, Austria started to put pressure on their opponents and managed to reduce the score with a goal from Gregoritsch, who had come off the bench at halftime. With 2-1, the match became a true duel of attack versus defense. The Austrian team, now reinvigorated and confident, launched the attack with fervor, desperately seeking the equalizer. Turkey, in turn, retreated to protect its advantage, organizing a solid and compact defense. The Turkish players, led by Demiral himself, who had been decisive in the attack, showed a fierce determination to block each Austrian attack. The game became tense, with the ball frequently hovering around the Turkish box. The final minutes were dramatic. Austria intensified the pressure even more, and the crowd was on the verge of nervousness. In one of the last moves of the game, Baumgartner rose higher than the Turkish defense and headed with precision, aiming for the bottom corner of the goal. It looked like the draw was assured, but Günek, the Turkish goalkeeper, made a spectacular save, flying in to deflect the ball with his fingertips. It was the biggest save of the tournament so far, a true miracle that guaranteed the Turkish victory. When the referee whistled the end of the match, the Turkish players celebrated intensely. Günek's heroic defense and Demiral's goals had secured a crucial victory. For Austria, there remained the disappointment of a defeat after such a valiant effort, but also the recognition of the quality and determination of their opponents. Scorer of Turkey's 2 goals in the game, defender Demiral was the highlight of the match, but his participation was not restricted to the attack. The 23-year-old defender performed exceptionally well in both areas of the pitch, contributing decisively to his team's victory. From the start of the match, Demiral was confident and determined. 58 seconds into the first half, he took advantage of a rebound in the small area and scored the first goal, surprising the Austrian defense and giving an important psychological boost to the Turkish team. His presence in the attack was not a coincidence, but the result of an accurate reading of the game and strategic positioning. UEFA had no doubts in choosing Demiral as the man of the match. His performance was a true display of versatility and talent, standing out in both defense and attack. At 23 years old, he demonstrated maturity and technical quality, consolidating himself as one of Turkey's main players. His performance served as an inspiration for his teammates and as an example for young players looking to stand out at both ends of the field. Günek is another defender who deserved all the applause in the match for the great save he made to prevent Baumgartner's equalizer in one of the last plays of the match. The goalkeeper was greatly celebrated by his teammates after the intervention. Demiral's first goal in the match against Austria became the second fastest in the history of the European Championship. By scoring in the small area after 58 seconds, the Turkish defender took the place of Dmitry Kirichenko, who found the net after 1 minute and 7 seconds at Euro 2008 and held second place on the podium for early goals in the competition. Demiral is second only to Badrami from Albania, who scored his goal against Spain 23 seconds into the game at Euro 2024.